Scott is in Manchester, New Hampshire. Hi, Scott. Welcome to EntreLeadership.
Hi, Dave. Thanks for having me.
Sure, man. What's up?
So I own a skylight contracting business. We're on pace to do about 2.6, 2.7 million this year.
Wow.
With 11 employees. My question is, am I biting off more than I can chew by opening an additional location in Florida when my current locations are all in New England?
Okay. Why Florida?
So the market that we're looking to open up, there's nobody else that does what we do specifically.
Yeah, I suspect that might be true of other places other than just Florida.
Correct.
Are you dealing with a certain brand and the manufacturer's trying to get you to open a market, or what?
We partner with Velux, which is a major manufacturer of skylights.
And they're saying, we don't have a dealer in this market. Would you go be our dealer?
Yes.
Okay.
And they're doing some things in the future within the next year or so to advance into Florida themselves.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Are these mainly residential or commercial? I'm just curious. It has nothing to do with the answer, but I'm just curious.
Primarily, probably 80 to 90% residential.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Well, number one, full disclosure, I have never opened an office in another state. So I can only imagine what would happen if I did. But I don't have like an experience to reference in this answer. In general, about expansion, I try to remember the military rule, okay? The military has a rule in the middle of a battle that they don't advance the battle lines faster than they can send gasoline, food, and bullets. Because if the soldiers on the front lines advance the point of combat past the supply of gasoline, run out of gas, they get killed. They run out of bullets, they get killed. They run out of food, they get killed. Right?
Right.
Now, in business, what I've determined that same thing to be, I'm not a military person, but that makes sense to me. I don't want to advance to Florida. I don't want to grow Ramsey Solutions beyond three things. The three things, instead of gasoline, bullets, and food, around here, it's money, cash. I don't want to get outside my cash. I don't want to strain our cash. Technology. If we strain our technology, if we're pushing the edge of what we can pull off, then we're going to start crashing stuff, and the other technology things we have will quit working. And the human resource. Can I get the people? So in your case, can you get the people that you can trust and delegate to, and how fast and how long and how expensive is it going to be to grow that, and how long are you going to lose money before you actually get a skylight stuck into a dadgum house? You know, there's probably a lead time here. And so cash is definitely a big thing. You have the extra cash that doesn't put a strain on your Manchester, New Hampshire operation for you to go down there and just cold butt open a brand new territory where you know nobody except your manufacturer. Okay, and then I don't know if technology is your third one. It could be tools is your third one. It could be, I mean, if there's any equipment, I guess, might be your third one, which would include tools and any specialized, large equipment that you use for these installations. If you have a skid steer or a crane or anything like that. I mean, so you don't want to get past your equipment. I'm making this up, okay, as I go right here on the call. But, but I mean, I don't want you to go outside your cash. If you got plenty of cash and you think you got a source to get the right people in there fast enough, then you can do this. So I've got a friend that has just purchased, he's in the heavy equipment business. It's one of my best friends, and we were talking about this the other day at dinner. He has purchased 2 out-of-state locations, and they were not ground-up operations like you're talking about, but he purchased existing businesses. But in both cases, the sales associated with the location had to do with the current owner. And so if he buys it and the current owner leaves, he's screwed. He bought a pig in a poke. He bought, he's not going. The sales will go away when the current owner goes away if they go away too quick, right?
Right.
And so he's got to. That's a human resource issue that you've got to solve, or you don't buy that location. In your case, you don't open the location because, dude, you know, you cannot tell what's going on when you're in Manchester. You're going to spend a lot of time in Florida, and the only way you get to see your family back in Manchester is if you get the right people on the dadgum ground in Florida. So that's the difficult one. I think of the three, if equipment is the third one, and if you've got the money, the most difficult one is going to be staffing this and getting it to a delegatable staff so they don't screw up your reputation.
Sure. Yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
So that what you're trying to do is a strenuous thing.
Yes. Yeah, I'm fully aware of that.
It's not a no-brainer.
Right. Right. And that's, I guess, if it was a no-brainer, I don't think I'd be on the call.
Okay. You would have just done it. You didn't need Dave. Okay.
Exactly.
Well, all I'm doing is helping you walk through what I perceive from the outside. I've never been in the skylight business, and as I told you, I've never opened up a location in another state, but what I perceive to be the issues. And every time around here that we get all excited about a thing we want to do, a product or whatever it is, and we go out past the staffing of quality people and we go ahead and launch it even though we haven't got it staffed, or we get up to where the thing's not, it's starting to be painful on the financial side, or the technology just is all screwed up and sideways. Anytime we get past those three things, it brings pain into the business, and I wished I didn't do it. So make sure you got your ducks in a row. That's all my warning is to you. And if you do all of that, hey, have at it, stud. I mean, you're making $2 million a year doing skylights in New Hampshire. I hope you go make $5 million a year in Florida. You're my kind of people, man. Get her done. But it's going to be harder than it sounds. It's not all opportunity. There's opportunity for bloody nose too.